Welcome back, PEZ collectors. Today's video is going to be an unboxing video. I have this box here from PEZ.com. I bought this last week. It's already here. I can't wait to open this up and take a closer look at it with you. Inside here is the new Kid Guard PEZ dispenser from the new PEZ Art Series. And there's a lot to talk about for this dispenser because it is limited edition. It's online exclusive. If you buy it, PEZ gives money to charity. And I'm going to talk about the artist. There's a lot behind this PEZ, like more than you probably realize. I can't wait to share all the details with you, so let's get started. Pickle pouch. If you don't want to miss out on these limited edition online exclusives for PEZ, you might want to follow me on social media. I'm Erin Collects PEZ on everything. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. And I post on there when stuff is released. Trying to help you guys out so you don't miss stuff. Okay, this is pretty cool. Roxy, come here. Come. Roxy wants to come to the unboxing. You gonna come check it out? Did you hear the paper rustling? Yeah? She was napping in her little bed behind me. Okay, back to the unboxing. I do like the packaging. PEZ has never made a package like this before. Usually they make the box sets with the 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8 PEZ dispensers in it, but we haven't gotten one that looks like this with the PEZ looking off to the side. So the design of this box is unique to this PEZ Art Series. The art on the side of the box is by JF Krichbaum, which is also the designer of this PEZ dispenser. And this PEZ dispenser is called Kid Guard, which is based on JF Krichbaum's painting series of Kid Guards, which are child guardians. And it seems like they protect children's imaginations, maybe their dreams, maybe just children themselves. They're the guardians of children. They're cute little characters. And then in the series of paintings, there's these other little characters too that, I don't know, they're cute. They don't really represent anything, I don't think, in real life. They're kind of just creative little characters. And they're really cute. I think PEZ could have made other dispensers with the little characters on them as well, but they went with the Kid Guard, which is also really cute. And I did look up JF Krichbaum because I was not aware of him as an artist. He's a contemporary artist. He's also located in Austria. You know, that's where the PEZ International company also is. So I think it's a perfect match for PEZ to use him to design this new PEZ Art Series. And I'm thinking that this is just going to be the first in the PEZ Art Series. Hopefully they collaborate with other artists in the future to make more of these PEZ arts, because I think it'd be nice to have a few of these boxes on the shelf so we don't just have one in the series. These box sets are limited to 5,000 and I got 607 out of 5,000. There's a little sticker here on the front of the box, which is really nice. So it says PEZ Arts Edition JF Krichbaum, and it has his signature there printed on the box. On this other side says Edition JF Krichbaum with his signature as well. Like if you were to display this on your shelf, that would look nice, or that would look nice. I kind of wonder why PEZ didn't just face the Kid Guard out with the art. I don't know, but works too. Here's the back of the box, and it does have multiple languages on it. There's some French, English, Spanish, and German on it. And I am thinking that this is probably the same box that PEZ International is selling, because it does have all the different languages on it, which our PEZ USA boxes don't normally have all of this. It's just English on the back. And then plus it does have a US nutrition facts part on here, so I think maybe that's how they can sell them here. It is in English. I don't have a PEZ International one bought from the PEZ International website to compare it, but if you do have one, let me know if there's anything different on the box. I'm pretty sure it should be the same. Because I think this was designed and thought of from PEZ International, and PEZ USA was just like, hey, we'll sell it. We have collectors. We can sell a bunch of these on our website and keep the USA PEZ collectors happy, which I appreciate. Usually PEZ USA gets most of the PEZ releases, and then PEZ International, they get some, but then they also get a couple that we don't get here in the United States every year. But most of the PEZ that's released, it's easy to get if you live here in the United States, because PEZ USA releases most things that PEZ International releases, but PEZ International doesn't always release everything that PEZ USA releases. So the fact that we actually got this here on PEZ.com to buy is pretty cool. But let's check out this last side, because there's more about the Kid Guard creatures. There's a little piece of art. It says, Kid Guards are creatures developed by Austrian artist JF Krichbaum. They are beings full of naive wisdom, empathy, joy, and passion for nature. Krichbaum is internationally renowned for his artworks combining old masters' expertise and technique with inspiration from comics, manga, and urban art. PEZ dispensers were a big part of his childhood, and he still collects them today. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. JF Krichbaum, if you're watching this video, please comment down below. Tell us more about your PEZ collection. I like your art, but you know, I really like PEZ. And maybe someday I'll have to buy some of your art to display with my PEZ dispenser. That'd be actually really cool. Okay, so it says the artwork on the case, so the artwork on the box here is called Cohorts, and it's dated 2024 to 2025, oils on canvas. And he's got a website, krichbaum.at. You can check out the artist. That's really cool. So PEZ isn't just selling a PEZ dispenser. You know, you're getting a little bit of history and an art lesson, I think, along with this, which is really neat. So JF Krichbaum is probably reaching, you know, even more people out in the world than he has before with just these PEZ dispensers. At least 5,000 people, right? So before I open this, I do want to go through the 3 different boxes that you could get, and I'll tell you which one I got. But first up, there's this one, the one I got. And it says it's limited to 4,900 pieces worldwide. So PEZ USA sold them, which they sold out really fast. And then PEZ International sold them, and I think they still have them for sale on their website. At least they do as of making this video today. So you could have got 101 through 5,000 in this box set. And then there's this box set, and it's also the Kid Guard, but this time it has a signature printed on the front of the stem, and it also says 2026. And then it's also numbered at the bottom. So the second one, they only made 50 of them, and they're numbered 51 through 100. I think that's super cool. I really wish I could have bought that. Maybe I'll be able to find someone selling it on eBay or something eventually in the future. But I think it'd be really cool to have that one. I think maybe all of them should have been printed with that. I don't know. And then there's this box set you could have bought that also has the same PEZ dispenser in it that I just mentioned. The one with the date, the signature, and the number on it. But instead of just the PEZ and the candy and the box, you also get a print with it. So it has the print inside. It says it's A6 size, and it's the same painting that's on the front of the box. And that one I think would have been the coolest one to get, because like I said before just a few minutes ago, I wish I had some art by JF Krichbaum to display with this. I think that would be really cool. And this third one, they only made 50 of them as well, and you could have got number 51 through 100. And these last two, they're only sold on PEZ International's website. You couldn't buy them on PEZ.com. We only were offered this first box set. In PEZ International, when you bought these items, it says they'll donate to St. Anna Children's Cancer Research, which is a leading institute to curing childhood cancers. And this one here said that they donated 15 euros for each one bought. And this one says that they donated 50 euros to the cancer research. So we all know PEZ.com and PEZ International, they both sold these on their website. But PEZ International, they also had a little art gallery release for these, and they had the artist JF Krichbaum there. And they also had the writer Franz Zobel to give a short reading, which that's really cool. If I was closer to PEZ Austria, I would have emailed that person and been like, hey, I want to come. But I didn't even realize that they were having this event until like the day that these went on sale. So, and as I was Googling JF Krichbaum, I did find a YouTube video from Art Magazine, and they were at the event and they interviewed the artist. And I'll link this video down below. It's only about 5 minutes, and you can put it on English dub because they don't speak English, but you can read it and learn more about the artist, how he worked with PEZ to come up with this character. From the translation, it sounded like it was JF Krichbaum's idea and he got PEZ to make this. So that's pretty cool. But go check out the video after you finish watching this video. I'm gonna go ahead and open this. I did debate it for a while because I want to see the PEZ candies that are in here, because apparently JF Krichbaum also designed the wrappers for the PEZ candy packs. And there's supposed to be 16 PEZ candy packs in here, which is this is pretty heavy. It does have a little piece of tape up here on the top, so maybe I can peel it off. I don't really want to open this, but I want to take this out and display it back here. I think it'll look better outside the box. And maybe eventually I'll be able to buy another one. There's gotta be extra ones of these. I haven't checked eBay since it released, but okay, I'm gonna have to cut it open. They're harder to come by because PEZ limited these to 1 per person, at least on PEZ.com's website. Oh, come on. Oh, ooh, okay, this is cool. Already, oh my gosh. They're mint. Peppermint, I guess? Oh my gosh, look at this. This is really cool. There's a little slot on this side here that the PEZ candies sit in. So this is all new packaging. First, let's look at the candy packs, because JF Krichbaum designed these, so we have to take a closer look at them. Pretty cool. I don't know. It's like a mixture. There's like some in here, some in backwards. It's a hodgepodge of, did they get it in all matching or not? That's fun. They're super minty. And then this side, see, I could put this back in, it just won't be sealed. But this side has the PEZ in this little cardboard. Feels kind of wrong opening this. Ugh, it's fine. It's fine. But I thought, open this up, let's look at it together, and then I'll add it to the shelf here for the 2026 PEZ release. It's pretty cute. It has little like antenna things on the side. They're probably not antennas, but little lines that go out. In the art, they're more like little straight little things that come out from the Kid Guard's head. And then it has like a little, oh my gosh, it reminds me of like a Renaissance character or something with that collar. I do like the teal of the hat and the stem. It would have been really cool if they could have like incorporated the flow of the paint. I don't know, like the texture or the different colors in the actual art, because this is more just like solid teal and colors, but it does look very nice. It's so different than a PEZ dispenser that we have gotten in the past, like of licensed characters or something that PEZ has created. It does seem like PEZ is jumping on the bandwagon of all these other toy and collectible companies or blind box companies. For example, POPMART. They hire artists, illustrators, people that don't actually work for POPMART to design their collectibles, I should call them, I guess. The most famous one here, Labubu. Designed by an artist. Seems like PEZ is just, this is their start of what all the other companies are doing. Funko recently did it too. They hired a bunch of artists to make some blind box characters. So they're not actual licensed characters, but they're characters that the artists may have made before. for their own, you know, like art series, or maybe it's something that they're coming up with new for these companies as well. So I guess this is a good start. Maybe we'll see more in the PEZ Art Series. Let us know, PEZ. And hopefully you were able to collect one of these. If not, it looks like PEZ USA is going to start releasing these again on their website sometime in July, it says. So maybe check back in July. And you can still buy the first box of these on PEZ International. So if you're overseas, you could buy from PEZ International. There you go buy one. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm gonna go add this to the 2026 PEZ release shelf. See everybody Saturday for the PEZ and Coffee live stream. Bye!
I write to you in poetry with words left on the shelf. Full of dust, you'll know it's me, and from no